Morning guys, and welcome to another episode of the knot series. Today's knot is the bowline. The bowline knot is a really useful knot that has been used for many years as rescue knot for sailors that fell in the water, because it forms a loop and is not constrictive, so you can tie as much as you want, but the loops remain the same, so this part won't slide in any direction. This is the final shape of the bowline. Of course, we are gonna see how you can tie this knot. Let's first of all untie it and try to create one bowline. A very useful trick to remember how to make this knot is to use the snake, way to say. So you create the whole of the snake like this. Okay? You make this kind of small loop. So you take one end, and the longer this end will be, the wider the mouth of the bowline will be, and you create a small loop like this one. And this is the whole of the snake, So this is the snake, as you can see. It goes out from its hole around the tree, which is the main line, and back in its hole again, like this. So you basically put your end out of the loop you made, around the main line and inside the loop again. It's quite easy. Then you tie it. And you can really apply a lot of load on this knot. And still it's quite easy to untie, because if you fold it on the other side, you just, bend this part here like so. And you can untie the knot quite easily. So let's do it once again. You create the hole of the snake like this one. The snake exit from its hole, looks around maybe, turn around the tree and get back in the hole again. And you just tie the two extremities and you got your bowline. That's quite easy to create this kind of knot. Nice technique you can use your bowline with is to prepare a small snare. Let's assume you don't have a steel cable, something like this, you just have some piece of paracord. You can improvise a trap mechanism with a spring action with any kind of pull, but you of course need a loop to take the animal or whatever game you are looking for. So you take the end of your rope and you have to create a very small bowline here. So we make our small loop, take the end, pass into, behind the main line, and then again here. So you got your small line. Leave it not so small, I will show you why. Now that is sufficient if you take of course the end of the rope and make it pass into, like this. Okay, this is sufficient to have a loop, a sliding mechanism. You see, you can tie around the game or around an object, maybe if you want to have a firm grip, like so, you see? But with a very small modification, you can make this, again, more effective. So if you take your bowline, once it's done, okay, you tie it very firmly and very well, you fold it in the middle and a little on the back, like this. Basically, you want to form this kind of loops. I will show you, like so, like this. You see this shape it has? It's like the cowsage, a bit like the cowsage. Then you fold one end close to the other, like this one. It's a bit hard to make the first time because, you have to make this pretty small. So you finish having two loops side by side. Now you can take the end of your rope and you can fill in the loops. So you can work the first one and then pass into the second one. It's a bit tricky, but you get used. You see this shape? That's how the mechanism works. I will show you why. Now let's assume you prepare this kind of loop, okay, like this, and you take the animal. The animal is fleeing away and remains taken from your trap. What's happening now is, as more as you tie this, you see the action it has. These two loops joins together. So the more tight it is, the two loops comes very close. And it's a bit harder for the animal. It's not impossible, of course, but a bit harder to get free because there is friction here. And the smaller these loops are, the more friction you create, like this, you see? It remains quite firm now. And if you want to remove this one, you have to, slide this away because you are creating friction. And that's how this mechanism works. So when you prepare your trap, you leave it a bit wider, you take more space like this. It's very, very wide to allow this part to move freely up and down. But once it becomes tight and the animals start moving, those can come close like this. And I'm trying to open in my hand right now. I'm putting a nice amount of force and it's pretty hard. You have to, work your way. It's not the best mechanism, of course, to trap a game, but it's a bit helpful if you just have a piece of line and you want to improvise this kind of snare. Okay guys, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you like it, please like, share, subscribe as always. See you next time. Bye bye.